Hello, I hope everybody is safe and well. Yesterday I found the tutorial by Bambi's Mail for these miniature clipboards and I absolutely love them. I did an impromptu live last night where I made these three and I thought I'd come on here today and just share a quick process video. While I was making them yesterday I came up with this super fun shaker front cover for it, so I thought I'd show you how to make that during the process video. If you want to check out the original tutorial, definitely head over to Bambi's Mail. I will have her linked in the description down below. The inspiration for these charms came from paperbutton_loves on Instagram. She made a gorgeous version of these and she had little dangles at the top and it was just a fabulous idea. So I've made a selection of them. I've got this one with the little shaker front. You could definitely use this as a way to gift sequins, so your recipient could easily just slice off the bottom and take all of the sequins out of there. Then I've got one with just a little dangle on it, all of these charms, and then this one, oh, it's going everywhere. This one I've used a white clip and this will have a charm as well, I just haven't attached it yet, and it's got some pom-pom trim down the bottom, so you can mess about with these as much or as little as you want. This one doesn't have any pages, this one just has the one page. This one has a little book, so again you can customize them all sorts of ways. This one I'm planning to add this little charm because it's just perfect, isn't it? It matches just spot on. And I think these two little beads, so I might do that during the video as well. I've just got these on my desk because they're my current project and I thought I would share a quick process with you. So I'm making another one using the Dear Lizzie Here and Now. I'm going to mind these over to the side. All of the measurements are on here. She has the measurements in her description. I will link them in mine as well. But full credit to her for the original clipboard idea because that is totally hers. Sorry, I've just got to weight something on this so my beads don't go flying. So I have already cut all of my pieces. I don't use chipboard. If you've been here for a while, you might know that. It's just because this recycled craft card is really easy to get hold of and really inexpensive. And if you double it up, you don't even notice the difference. I mean, you could even do it 3 times and it would be even stronger. So it's entirely up to you. The other thing to note quickly is that I don't put the adhesive too close to the edge. This is because I'm going to stitch it with my sewing machine and my sewing machine hates double-sided tape. It just gets like gummed up on the needle and it won't stitch. So I keep that as close to the middle as I can. I'm going to be wrapping this in another piece of paper as well, so it doesn't matter hugely that it's not perfectly stuck together. As long as it's going to hold in place, that's all I need. I could use wet glue. That's another way that I get away with using my sewing machine, but just for speed I'm going to use double-sided tape. Before we carry on with the video, I just want to take this opportunity to ask you to subscribe if you haven't already. Please don't forget to like the video if you enjoy it and click the notification bell to be notified when I post more crafty videos. Then it is so simple to put together. You're literally just sticking this on your wrapping piece like so. You want to cut the corners, not all the way to the corner, just leaving a little gap on each one. Then you want to work on the long sides first. This is her tip and it's absolutely fantastic. So you work on the long sides first so that you can sort of tuck the edges in, which I will show you in just a second, and it makes it look so much neater. It's an absolutely fantastic idea. Then she goes around and tucks this little piece in on each corner, and that is what makes such a big difference to the wrapping. It just looks so much neater that way. So tuck those 4 in and then adhere the sides down exactly like before. If it goes over the edge, I tend to just fold the adhesive back on itself. One second. Trying to show you and now the tape won't come off. There you go. So because it's hanging over the edge, I literally just tuck that bit in and you won't see it. There you go. If you want to cover the stitching, so now I would turn it over, stitch around the edge, and then add my backing piece, which is going to be this pink one, because it will cover the stitching. But if you're not worried about that, you can add this first. So I'm going to go ahead and stitch on this piece and come straight back. I have stitched really close to the edge on this one because I like the way it looks, but if you stitched a bit further in, when you turn it over to add the back piece, where's my back piece gone? It's this one, isn't it? It would cover the stitching, but like I said, I've gone really close to the edge, so it won't on this, but I don't mind too much. I'm just going to stick this piece down. I have scored this, but that was by mistake. So ignore that, it doesn't need the score line, it's purely that I wasn't paying enough attention. In fact, I think I am going to go around this with wet glue at the edge, just so it sticks down a bit nicer. And that is your basic clipboard all done. These two are pages, so this one you have scored at 1/2 inch, so I'll just fold that over and press it down. The way I made the vellum one, I made it 2.5 by 7.5 and then just folded it in half. I've still scored up here at 1/2 inch because obviously I need to leave this bit so that I can attach it to all of the other pages. The first thing we're going to do now that this is folded is stitch these 3 sides. A few things to note before you start stitching: do not stitch this one closed, you won't be able to put any sequins in. Also, only go up to the score line with your other lines. I'll stitch those now and then I'll show you so you can see properly. As you can see on this one, I've stitched it 1, 2, 3 sides and left this part without any stitching. Then you just want to go ahead and fill this up with the sequins or confetti of your choice. Once you've got the desired amount of sparkles in there, you need to go ahead and stitch this closed, but stitch this side of the score line ever so slightly. Finally, cut off the excess string, and then you just need to fold and score your lines so that you can add all of your pages together. To put the pages together, you are just stacking them like this and attaching this little tab part however you wish. You could do this with tiny attacher staples, normal staples. This one I did by stitching, so this comes off, and then as you can see I've stitched around the rectangle at the top to hold all of the pages together. There are plenty of ways you can play around with this and make it your own, but that is how I have been making my little shaker fronts and all of the other bits and pieces. In fact, if you didn't want to attach these and you wanted to leave them separate for your recipient, you could just attach them with the clip. So you're just centering them on there and adding your little bulldog clip at the top. And that is your finished clipboard with your shaker front cover. You could definitely change this up by using clear vinyl or coloured vellum or tulle over normal paper, whatever you fancy, but it's a really fun way to add sequins and to send some sequins mix to whoever you're sending the little clipboard to. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this little process video. If you give this a go, please do tag me. I'd love to see your creations, and I will see you again soon. Bye!